Hey guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today we're reviewing Season 2 of The Boys.
I was super excited about the second season. I actually just watched the first season, like literally weeks before the second one, so I was a little lucky in that circumstance because I know you had to wait a whole year for
Yeah,
this one.
I really enjoyed the first season of The Boys. It was definitely a surprise for me. I didn't know what to expect from it, but I absolutely loved it. I love the grittiness of it, the realism of it, kind of an offshoot of what you expect from the superhero genre. And I think they knocked it out of the park again in Season 2.
Yeah, I love the whole just character dynamic this season.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Homelander, he's still the same baddie he was in the first one.
And I think Anthony Starr did a phenomenal job playing him in this season. I thought he was really good in the first season. I think he takes up to another notch in this
Mhm.
one. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see, a couple nominations for his performance, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely think he should be nominated. He's just so vindictive. He's nasty. He's cruel. And he's a character that is so bad you hate him, but then you also like him somehow.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. This show does a really good job of really diving into the characters.
Hmm.
All of them have their own moments in this season.
Yeah.
Even the smallest characters that really didn't get a lot in the first season, like Frenchie, you get to see more of their backstory. And everyone gets a moment to shine. It really makes you invested in these characters.
I think Frenchie was my favorite character this season. I just thought like his story and his arc and
Yeah.
everything was more well explained in this season. And you start to really, have that soft heart, softness for him.
Yeah, you really do start to root for all the guys that are in The Boys. One thing I will say about season 2 compared to season 1, it is very narrative driven. I feel
Hmm.
like the first season really relies on those kind of shocking moments and a lot of comedy. This one really dives into the narrative of the story. And for some people, that may be a little bit slow, especially in the middle section of the season.
I didn't find any particular time in this season where I thought it was too slow. Was an arc with Butcher that I just started not to like his character as much as I did in the previous season.
But I feel like it really comes full circle by the end of the season. In the beginning, you're kind of made to not like Butcher. He's obviously going through a dark period in his life, and you get to see where he's coming from. And when he's really mean and nasty to Huey and everything, you kind of like, well, what's this all about?
Hmm.
But as you get to see more what's going on with them, I feel like it really has a great finale. This season has a really good payoff, seeing how it's all going to play out.
I also like the story of Vought and all the superheroes. They're all kind of doing their own thing, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like trickling down that Vought is falling apart.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I mentioned previously is that every character has at least some time to shine in it,
Hmm.
whether it be the Deep or Homelander or Huey and the rest of them. You really get to see them develop as people. They really are kind of caricatures in the first season, and
Hmm.
this one you're seeing how the events of the show are affecting their lives. Whether it be Starlight, how she has to change her whole course of her career of being a hero. You get to see some really powerful individual moments with them as well.
There was definitely some cool action scenes with Starlight and A-Train. Really like that scene a lot. I thought it like highlighted Starlight's powers a little bit more.
Yeah, you definitely get some big action-packed moments like you saw in the first one, and you also get to see a lot of really, really gruesome things. This show earns its rating as being a mature show.
Yeah.
I thought it would maybe go way too far one direction or the other, but I think it struck a really good balance again.
There's this new character that was introduced this season. Her name was Stormfront, and at the beginning, I had no idea where this was going, and it turns completely different than you actually thought she
And
was going.
one of the things that I do like about the show is that it does subvert expectations at
Mhm.
times. You really think it's going one direction and it goes another,
Mhm.
and it's able to tackle actually some kind of deep political things, some real
Yes.
societal issues, and it does it in a way that doesn't feel too preachy or too
Mhm.
on the nose, and it
Mhm.
does it in its own crazy, ridiculous way. So right now we're going to touch on a few spoilers. So if you haven't finished all of season 2, I'd probably wait to watch the last part of this video, but I really want to talk about the finale of the show, because like I said, I feel like it sets up the next season really well and really brings everything together, and we had some great moments in that finale.
You definitely saw Homelander like get everything taken away from him. His son, Stormfront gets just demolished. And he's basically has to follow rules.
And that's the thing, is that Homelander is such an interesting character because of his god complex.
Mhm.
His inability to understand being told no
Mhm.
and not being able to do the things he wants to do. So you really get to see that on full display, especially in the finale. And I think the whole storyline with his son was really well done. I didn't know how they were going to do it. I thought it'd be kind of cheesy, honestly, at the end of the first season.
Mhm.
But then their ability to kind of showcase who he is and his obsession with his image,
Mhm.
it just played out so well throughout the season. So those are our thoughts on season 2 of The Boys. If you checked it out, let us know what you thought about it. Maybe you enjoyed it as much as we did. I just really cannot wait for season 3 already.
I know.
I really love that this show takes a lot of risks. It does a lot of ridiculous things and kind of turns the superhero genre on its head, and it does it in a sophisticated way, but yet still really brutish and like blunt for people that enjoy that style. So it has a great mix that you don't see a lot on television.
Yeah, and I don't really like the very gory factor to it, but somehow it just works in this TV show so well.
Yeah, and for me, it's funny that she hates the gore because I'm a big horror fan, so that part doesn't bother me. But I really do enjoy kind of the dark humor of it.
Hmm.
It just strikes a great balance.
Yeah. So this sums up our review. Let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this season. Are you looking forward to season 3? Remember to like and subscribe. We always appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.